You're watching a football match right now, and at halftime, most people head to the kitchen, grab a snack, and sit back down. But what if that 15-minute break could literally rebuild your legs? Because here's what nobody is telling people over 60 about leg strength, and it's going to change the way you think about every single halftime for the rest of this World Cup. This video is about one exercise, just one, and it takes less time than a halftime show. But before you assume this is another do some chair squats and go for a walk video, stay with me. Because what you're about to learn is something most fitness content completely ignores, and it might be the most important physical skill you can build after 60. Here's the common belief. Walking is enough. You walk the dog, you do a bit of shopping, maybe you take the stairs when you remember to. And yes, walking is good. But here's the uncomfortable truth. You can walk every single day and still struggle to get up from a low sofa. Still feel shaky stepping off a curb, still grip the railing going downstairs like your life depends on it. Because walking and leg strength are not the same thing. They never were. What I'm going to show you today is the one movement that covers the things walking completely misses. It trains balance, it trains ankle control, it trains knee stability, and it directly mirrors the exact moments in daily life where leg weakness actually shows up and causes problems. We're going to cover why most older adults are losing leg strength without even knowing it, what the real warning signs look like, and they're not what you think. And then I'm going to walk you through the one exercise you can do right now in your living room during halftime that starts fixing all of it today. Let's go. First, let's talk about what's actually happening to your legs after 60, because most people think weakness is the enemy. But weakness is just the symptom. The real problem is something called specificity. Your body only gets good at what it practices. And most people over 60 have quietly stopped practicing the hardest things their legs need to do. Think about the moments that actually challenge your legs in real life. Getting up from a low chair, stepping down from a curb, carrying shopping bags while walking on uneven ground, going down a flight of stairs. Those are the moments that expose the gaps. And here's what's interesting. Most people don't notice the decline as pain. They notice it as hesitation, as slowness, as reaching for the wall before they even realize they're doing it. That hesitation is your body telling you something. It's not just caution. It's a signal that the muscles responsible for control, not just raw strength, but controlled, loaded movement, have been underused for long enough that your nervous system no longer fully trusts them. And here's where it gets really important. Scientists and physiotherapists now look at something called the chair rise test as one of the most meaningful markers of how your body is aging. Not your weight, not your resting heart rate, your ability to stand up from a chair, how easily, how quickly, and how confidently you can do it. A large body of research has linked poor chair rise performance with significantly higher risk of falls, loss of independence, and even broader health decline. This is not a gym metric. This is a life metric. But that's important, because if the chair rise test is revealing something real about your legs, then the sit-to-stand movement isn't just a test. It's a training tool. And that's exactly where we're headed. Now, before I show you the exercise, I need to explain something that almost nobody talks about in mainstream fitness content for older adults. And once you hear this, you'll never think about leg training the same way again. It's called the eccentric phase, and it might be the most valuable and most ignored part of any movement. Here's the simple version. Every movement your legs do has two phases. There's the effort phase, pushing up, stepping up, rising from the chair. And then there's the control phase, lowering down, stepping down, returning to the seat slowly. Most people put all their attention on the effort phase, push up, stand up, step up, done. But the control phase, the slow lowering, is where an enormous amount of strength is actually built. It's where your muscles are working hardest under load. It's where your ankle, your knee, and your hip all have to coordinate together. And it's the phase that most directly mirrors what your legs need to do in real life. Going downstairs is harder than going up. Stepping off a curb is harder than stepping onto one. Lowering yourself into a chair is harder than standing up from one. Every single one of those is an eccentric challenge, and most people are completely untrained for it. This is why the exercise I'm about to show you is built around that controlled lowering phase, because that's where the real work happens. That's where the real gains are hiding. Here's the exercise. I'm calling it the halftime step down. And you can start it today during the next break in the match. All you need is a bottom stair, a sturdy step, or even a thick book on the floor, and something to hold on to, a wall, a railing, a kitchen counter. Holding on is not cheating. Holding on is how you practice this safely and often enough to actually see results. Here's how it works. Stand on your step with both feet. Hold your support lightly with one hand, just for balance, not to carry your weight. Now shift your weight onto one leg. The other foot hangs off the edge of the step, not touching anything. Slowly, and I mean slowly, bend the standing knee and lower your hanging foot toward the floor. The goal is not to touch down hard. The goal is control. Lower down over 3 to 4 seconds. Feel the standing leg working. Feel the ankle adjusting. Feel the knee tracking forward, staying aligned with your toes. When your hanging foot just barely touches the floor, or gets close, pause. Then press back up through the standing heel and return to the start. That's 1 rep. Now here's what's happening inside your body during that movement. Your calf and ankle are controlling the descent. Your quadriceps, the big muscles at the front of your thigh, are working eccentrically, meaning they're under load while lengthening. Your glute is stabilizing the hip, and your entire ankle-to-hip chain is learning to communicate in real time. This is the exact same movement your leg performs when you step off a curb, when you go downstairs, when you lower yourself carefully onto a low seat. You are training the precise skill that makes those moments feel safe instead of scary. Start with 5 reps on each leg. Rest. Do another 5. That's it. That's the halftime workout. 10 reps per side, and you've done something that walking alone will never do for you. If the step down feels too challenging at first, start with the set to stand from a chair instead. Sit on the edge of a sturdy chair, feet flat on the floor, slightly wider than hip width apart. Cross your arms over your chest so you're not using your hands. Now stand up slowly, pressing through your heels. Then, and this is the important part, sit back down slowly. Don't drop. Lower yourself with control over 3 to 4 seconds. That slow lowering is the whole point. That's your eccentric phase. That's where the strength is built. 8 to 10 reps. Rest 30 seconds. 3 sets. That's a complete halftime session. And as you get stronger with the chair version, move to the step down. Because the step down adds the balance challenge, the ankle challenge, and the single leg demand that takes this exercise to the next level. Now let me tell you why this one movement covers so much ground. Because this is where it gets genuinely exciting. Think about the ankle for a second. The ankle is one of the most neglected joints in senior fitness content. But ankle strength, specifically the ability to control movement at the ankle, is directly tied to fall risk. When the ankle is weak or stiff, the body can't make the tiny real-time corrections that keep you upright on uneven ground. On grass, on cobblestones, on a slightly sloped driveway, the step-down trains ankle control in a way that almost nothing else does at home, because you're loading the ankle under your own body weight while it's actively stabilizing. That's specific. That's exactly what your ankle needs to practice. But that's important. And here's the part most people miss completely. There's a muscle at the front of your shin called the tibialis anterior. It's responsible for lifting your toes as you walk. When it's weak, the toes don't clear the ground properly. You shuffle slightly. You catch your foot on rugs, on thresholds, on the edge of a pavement slab. And that's how falls happen. Not dramatically, quietly. Just a small shuffle, a small catch, and suddenly, everything changes. The step down trains the tibialis anterior because it has to control the foot as it lowers. It has to manage the ankle. It has to keep the toes from just flopping toward the ground. You are training the exact muscle that prevents the exact type of fall that most older adults experience. One exercise, one halftime, multiple problems solved simultaneously. Let me give you a real picture of what stronger legs actually changes in your life. Because this isn't just about fitness numbers. Stronger legs mean you get up from any chair without thinking about it. You step off the bus without gripping the rail for dear life. You walk across the car park carrying bags without your legs feeling uncertain. You go downstairs in the dark without that moment of anxiety at the top. You turn quickly in the kitchen without feeling like you might lose your footing. And here's something that doesn't get talked about enough. Leg strength changes your confidence. Not just your physical confidence, your social confidence. People with strong, reliable legs go places. They say yes to the day trip. They walk around the market. They visit the grandkids without worrying about keeping up. They travel. Leg weakness doesn't just affect your body. It quietly shrinks your world. And leg strength quietly expands it again. That's what's at stake here. Not just a halftime exercise, a different relationship with the second half of your life. Now I want to give you 2 upgrades to the basic exercise once you've been doing it for a couple of weeks, and it starts to feel manageable. The first upgrade is the slow calf raise. Stand behind a chair, hold the back lightly, and rise up onto your toes as high as you can. Then lower down over 4 full seconds. Don't rush the lowering. That slow descent is the whole point. Your calves are responsible for push-off when you walk, for stability when you're standing still, and for absorbing load when you step down. Weak calves make you look cautious. Strong calves make you look capable. Do 10 reps, 2 sets, and pair it with your step-downs. The second upgrade is a tiny balance challenge. After each step-down rep, before you bring your hanging foot back to the step, hold the bottom position for 2 seconds. Just stand there on one leg, foot barely touching the floor, and breathe. That 2-second pause forces your ankle, knee, and hip to maintain the position without momentum carrying you through. It's a small change. The difference it makes is not small. These 2 upgrades take your halftime session from 5 minutes to maybe 8 minutes. That's still well inside a halftime break. And you're now training calf strength, ankle control, eccentric quad strength, single leg balance, and tibialis activation, all in the time it takes the commentators to finish their analysis. Here's something I want you to try right now before the next match, so you have a baseline. Find a standard chair. Sit down, cross your arms over your chest, stand up 5 times as quickly as you can do it safely, then sit back down 5 times with as much control as you can manage. How did that feel? Did you need your hands? Did the lowering feel shaky? Did you feel one leg working harder than the other? That right there is your starting point. Not a judgment, a measurement. And in 4 weeks of halftime step-downs, you are going to come back to that test and feel the difference. Not just in the numbers, in the feeling, in the ease, in the absence of that hesitation. The chair rise test isn't just a test, it's your scoreboard. And every halftime, you're adding points. I want to address something directly because I know some of you are thinking it. I've got bad knees. Can I still do this? Here's the honest answer. The step down and the sit to stand are both low-impact movements. There are no jumps, no heavy loads, no deep positions that stress the joint. In fact, strengthening the muscles around the knee, the quads, the hamstrings, the glutes, is one of the most evidence-supported ways to reduce knee pain over time. Weak muscles force the knee to absorb impact it was never designed to handle alone. Stronger muscles share that load. If you have significant knee pain, start with the chair version. Use a higher seat. Lower yourself only as far as feels comfortable. Use your hands lightly if you need to. The goal is to practice the movement, not to perform it perfectly from day one. And if you're dealing with a specific knee condition, check with your doctor or physio before starting. That's not a disclaimer. That's genuine advice, because the right exercise done with the right guidance beats the perfect exercise done wrong. But for most people watching this, the step down and the sit to stand are not just safe, they're exactly what the body needs. Let me pull this all together because I want to make sure you leave with a clear, simple plan. During every halftime of the World Cup, and honestly, during any TV break, any match, any excuse you can find, you do this. Stand at the bottom stair or a sturdy step. Hold the wall or railing lightly. Shift onto one leg. Lower the other foot slowly toward the floor over 3 to 4 seconds. Press back up. 5 reps each side. Rest. 5 more each side. Add slow calf raises. 10 reps, slow lowering, 2 sets. If the step down is too much right now, start with the chair, sit to stand. Slow lowering, 3 sets of 10. Build from there. Test yourself every 2 weeks with the 5-rep chair rise. Note how it feels. Watch it get easier. That's the whole plan. 1 exercise, 1 halftime. Real results. If this video has given you something useful, and I genuinely hope it has, drop a comment below and tell me which part surprised you most. Was it the eccentric phase? The ankle connection? The tibialis muscle you'd never heard of? Tell me, because your comment helps this video reach other people over 60 who need to hear exactly this, and that matters more than you know. And please subscribe if you haven't already. It's completely free for you, but it means everything to us. It helps this channel grow and keeps us going, so we can keep researching and delivering valuable content like this, made specifically for you. Here's the thing that gets me every time I think about this. We started this video talking about halftime, 15 minutes, the time most people spend refilling their glass and checking their phone. And in that same window, you can do something that directly trains the muscles responsible for getting out of chairs, stepping off curbs, going downstairs, carrying bags, and staying upright on uneven ground. You can train the ankle that prevents the shuffle, the quad that controls the descent, the calf that powers the push-off, the balance system that catches you before a stumble becomes a fall. All of it in 15 minutes during a football match. The World Cup only comes around every 4 years, but your legs need training every week. So here's the deal. Use this tournament. Use every halftime. Use every break. Because by the time the final whistle blows on the last match, you could be standing up from your chair faster, stepping off curbs with more confidence, and walking into the second half of your life on legs that actually feel like yours again. The match isn't over. And neither are you.